After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day. Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army. Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Hier we for blood on bal. Ich doe zoals du hättest.
Ich habe gefunden, Beppo!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
Ich obey thy Hessa shouldn't be here. Ich obey thine hess. Send them at mina wekkes. Ich sua hessa aliata. Ich
Bandits is enemy!
Avoid them!
Come on! Back to the camp, Leones! It's a fight that it is! We need to cut off Sabinas!
Bandits is enemy!
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
Ich sua hessa. What wilt thou?
Each sail the foe!
Ich tue sua thuetis.
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege. Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Scouter, let the hell do that. Volwende the Hesta. Vendors, Isena nearby!
Hästes cometh. Ik kan det do. Nu then, cometh on.
Så they heter.
Each sail the boat! Scouters, behind him, if you take!
Hästes en ormbåmen. Glid den ner, hørtes noen neve der.
cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army.
Yes. Did dwindle.
With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle. Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Keepeth good fast, Yet doth he ready to readeth new, Tulkis. Forthward, Frecus, mid Baldenes. It is seeker for actors, at mean a word, fereth. Certus. He shall lay. Each liveth here.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege. Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Forthward, Frecus, mit Baldenes! Forthward, Frecus, mit Baldenes. He shall lay the yow. Ut readeth nu, Tulkis. At mean a word, fereth. He shall lay the yow. Forthward, Frecus, mit Baldenes.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Andente tu ser. Certes.
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
But mean a word,
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Every chance. Intended. Uda is notable Matera.
Dresset jou arwayman. Bij ons liefelijk ondersteres.
Je men of armes har krasjet på store.
Nu, readeth nu, Tulkis. Andente to servant.
Remember to watch out!
Bästen kommer, arwayman. Asteria, Blatera.
What needeth be undone? Beot yarn to Hester's toonfolk.
We haven't been a gun!
Arita, what needeth worker? Build end that, see they to worker.
What needeth be undone?
Sealy,
Ye shall have it.
Matilda's forces struck hard,
Hitlock,
destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
Arita, what needeth worker? Build end that Rita new. What needeth be undone? See they to worker. It kill Habby that he build in anon.
See things he can do that now. You can build it that for that.
Nu, Tulkis. Set it, all is with it. Look at jou, Dute is none burden.
Yare to done some work.
Safe to Hestes.
It kill build they that for me.
Between them they hire.
Dresset jou arwayman.
King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
his flame.
Beyond this ambush! Avoid it!
Shoot their heads! Let's go our way then! It's an ornament! Shoot it! Well, let's mark it our way then! Keep it order market forward! Keep it order market forward! It can they do! Well, let's mark it our way then! Shoot him!
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled.
Take Gwendolyn! Better!
King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
Entendeth, onti fortas, vereth. Hestes and on, bowmen. Heriende, boa is a boon.
Jonas, you heard of a gun? We've been gun day. Send them out to me.
Hestes, come on! Yes, sir. Shoot him! It's in Sheffield! Hestes and on, bowmen! Dress it, gal, our way, men! Dress it, gal, our way, men!
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.